Welcome back to Neo. Alright, we have some couple remaining areas that we need to claim, so let's do so. Look at that graffiti.
Bling bling.
Alright, where to next? Back to Center Street, why not?
I mean, it's only 2 territory left, like you said.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna go for Cyco Records just yet.
At the very least, the Deep River Society is courteous enough not to, invade our territories while you're moving from another to another.
Alright, here we are. Basically, they left these guys guarding it, though. Alright.
Ironically, the Deep River Society might be the biggest threat we have during this game, since the other teams don't seem like they're really trying.
I just noticed, Stan, why are you selling a grilled alligator? Holy shit.
Because
you see, true believers, it's the most exotic dishes that make for the best experiences. Just like in comic books.
By the way, Buff Stan Lee's dishes here, these are some of the best ones in the game because they do a good job raising the 3 main stats, HP, attack, and defense. So if you're...
Maggie just had a religious experience eating that food.
Yeah,
to be fair, that's how most people react after meeting Stan Lee, so fair beans.
Yeah, I mean...
There's only one question I still need to answer. What connection does Princess Bride 2 have with the MCU?
Stanley's what
Princess Diaries have to do with MCU since he was in there for some reason.
Yeah, it's like remember, Stan is one of those rare cases of a guy that's just overall awesome on all fronts. Remember, like we keep talking about. We keep talking about representation in media, for example. Remember, Stan created the Black Panther because he wanted to give African Americans a superhero that would represent their culture. So Stan, and this was back in it was still in the 60s that he got created, right? Still in the 60s, Black Panther? I forgot what was specifically.
I don't remember which specific year. To give an idea for the scale of technology, he's a revolutionary technology that Wakanda had back then was a portable telephone.
Okay. 1966.
Yeah,
but
66. And remember, this was so Stan was already doing the whole representation thing way before it was cool.
It's also worth noting that back when they started, the initial years for Marvel, again, despite being best friend, Jack Kirby, the king, was more like the guy that was doing most of the lead work, while Stan had the ideas and was responsible for the PR. Okay, not immediately. Stan was technically hired a bit later, so Jack was a bit before him. But they still eventually got the ball rolling for the most part.
Yeah, Stan was actually hired by Marvel when he was still only 16, and by 18 he was already lead editor at Marvel.
Good lord, imagine.
Well, if there's one hire that Marvel ever did in their history that's like the discovering plutonium, it would be Stan. I mean, when you think Marvel, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Stan Lee, right?
Yeah, Jack Kirby definitely did do a lot of the heavy lifting, but to give Stan his dues,
not trying to.
To give Stan credit, only a mind like his could have developed some of those crazy ideas that grew into giants in the comic industry.
Oh yeah, no, because I'm not trying to say that the other people working at Marvel weren't cool too. Of course they were. It's just that, but Stan was the one, again, lead editor at 18. Hello, he was basically the one running the whole crew. Go ahead. Just a few Deep River Societists left here, huh?
Looks like it. Let's do this, team. Have I said this before?
No.
I don't think so.
Technically, last time you said full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Not to mention, since you also watch sports like I do, I'm pretty sure you know that you have to motivate the team more than once. So
again, though, something doesn't feel right with how easy this all is. You think that now that we're getting to the Deep River Society that they'd be fighting the most, but dude, again, we're kind of breezing through them.
Well, Joe, but the day is not over yet, is it? Let's not count our chickens yet.
Just imagine the Ruinbringer stepping at the last minute and go, "Hey guys, You seem pretty strong.
Well, also, it's funny what you mentioned, Pedro, especially because, well, okay, obviously with the hindsight, but, you know, the two most popular Marvel character, you know, for the most part, because, you know, when the MCU started, things got scrambled a bit, but the two most popular, you know, main quote-unquote characters for the Marvel comics, Wolverine and Spider-Man, were not even created completely by Stan Lee.
Well, not completely, but he did play a role. Like, remember, like the X-Men was co-created by
true,
to an
but
extent.
Wolverine was created by Len Wein, John Romita Sr.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course, Spider-Man is almost entirely Steve Ditko's idea.
I think that we also have to remember as well too is that it's not just about the creator as well. Because remember, look at Captain America, who was created by Joe Simon, right? However, Stan Lee started writing issues of Captain America at issue number 3. So Stan played a part in starting the major pillars that define the Captain America character.
And let's not forget our good friend Deadpool, created by Rob Liefeld.
I thought they were going to... Hold on.
Hey!
It's that time again! Scramble, slam, news flash!
I wish I could scramble you.
No arguments from the peanut gallery, please.
He's
The
not
wicked
that bad of a
twisters have
commentator.
claimed another bit of turf. Alrinder just hates fun. Leaving the Deep River Society clinging to their last area.
There's no need to yell. We can hear you.
But I'm an announcer. Half of the I gotta sell the
Yeah.
spectacle. Go ahead.
It's projection.
Look alive, boys. Your Z-list fashion sense ain't gonna help in a fight to the death.
He's speaking the microphone.
We're gonna win this, aren't we?
You absolutely did not jinx us, Brett. We are going to win.
Seriously.
Oh God, again.
Hey, player peeps! What time is it? Update time!
We just had one, you cretin.
The Wicked Twisters are really stealing the show today!
I-
They barely even move!
So hold on, dude. Have you found the Minamoto to Yoshiro? Like, is this the guy that you just can't stand?
Yes.
There's only one bit of turf left up for grabs! The question is... how long until the Twisters make that final area theirs?
He's one of those people that acts all excited for the cameras, but offside is a fucking bore.
Man,
Jesus!
that's a lot of assumptions on the guy's personality just now. Go ahead, Shiro.
I find myself feeling rather jittery all of a sudden.
Stage fright.
Nervousness.
Curiously, so you're a fan of wrestling. From what at least I heard,
Oh, yeah.
usually commentators on that type of show usually are on the same level as these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not just wrestling. Like plenty of sports commentators. The idea is to sell the spectacle to the audience.
They're
Okay.
reacting to stuff that happens like instantaneously in front of them.
Oh, so
To an
you're
ex- to an
racist
extent,
against
I partially
announcers
know
who
because,
step in the past tense, are you?
To an extent, I partially know because I used to watch Robot Wars a lot. Also, Joe, I'm surprised you didn't mention, Daredevil, which apparently, according to other people, did not start being good until Frank Miller took over.
I'm not against announcers. I'm not against announcers projecting. I've seen a lot of them, and I like quite a few of them. It's just this guy. He really rubs me off the wrong way.
Also, a question, Pedro. Okay, maybe I get the idea it's not because it's the way it was presented, but is the progression through each territory is relatively scripted, or can you tackle them in an order that you prefer?
You can choose which ones to go for. Like, for example, like I can go for the Various Beauties thing and get Kanon's cutscene before I get Motoys. But that's about it.
You can't, for example, beeline to the Deep River Society immediately,
Well,
I guess.
no, technically, I guess I could, yeah. I don't normally do that when I play the game, but yeah. But, theoretically, I should be able to do that, yes. Oh dear, it appears our society's stake on this city is slipping. Time to show what we're made of, comrades.
Sure, buddy.
The river has burst its banks, but we will not be swept away.
And here I thought they had a big plan in mind with all that big talk he had before.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Like, if that's a case of where you just can, potentially beeline to them immediately, if I had to guess, the spanner in the works, would be instead from the guys in the first place whipping in and, by defeating us, capturing all our territories.
Again, that would be just typical Dick player mentality.
So perfectly character from what we know so far.
Yep.
We also been building up a bit Suzukichi as being more strong than he might appear, despite his initial amicability. So yeah.
And keep in mind, he's apparently not even the leader.
Yep. So we'll have to figure out. We'll find out more about the Runebringers eventually.
Watch a turn. Wouldn't it be funny if Sho's actually secretly the leader of the Ruinbringers and he has been
Jova.
basically a plant inside?
Jova. That would require Sho to cooperate with people.
Yeah.
Well,
even when he was
cooperating with us now, isn't he?
even when he was game master, he was not doing it. It's not even a case where he was using them to necessary for his his deeds. A lot of times he just ignored them and let them do whatever they wanted.
As you can see, I like to use Sho's bomb and throw him in the air and then do some juggling.
Brett muted.
Alright, could have been worse.
Indeed. Alright. 2 more, and then the boss will show up. There we are. Oh, that reminds me, Lives. I haven't told you this. You know how both this game and Balan Wonderworld were released on 2021.
Yeah.
Balan got a spot on a Nintendo Direct, and this one didn't. Just think about that for a moment. That's
Retrospect probably thought, hey, Balan has the star power of the guy who made Sonic the Hedgehog, and this game has the guy who makes our most popular franchise that isn't called Final Fantasy.
exactly.
It's not just Balan. A lot of the new games that they released recently, the Chocobo GP, Harvestella, Triangle Strategy, and even more recently, the Romancing Saga 2 remake. It really feels odd. I think I mentioned this one recapping, talking about either this game or recapping at the end of around the first game. It really feels odd that of all things, this is the thing that
not just that. Not just that. This brings up a good point as well. Even the few trailers we did get don't mention from the creators of Kingdom Hearts. Don't you think maybe that would probably be a good thing to put on the trailer? Like, because there's a shit ton of Kingdom Hearts fans out there. They might be interested in something else that the creators made. I mean, it's marketing 101 for fuck's sake.
Far be it from me to suggest that they wanted it to fail, but it's hard to find a rational explanation.
I know, right?
Other than they just didn't care, because,
it's not even about caring, Drove. At this point, you might as well suspect that someone somewhere genuinely hates this franchise.
Which, to be fair,
here's my counterpoint. If they really hated it, why did they let them make the game?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Because Nomura spent a lot of years, playing nice, doing Kingdom Hearts games, and possibly sucking up to the executives until he managed to get them like one green light.
It's the Taika Waititi approach, please. One for me and one for you.
Yeah.
Basically, the guy can say, "Well, I did give you your opportunity, now didn't I?"
Fun. The Taika Waititi approach, but this game's funny.
Quick! Don your life jackets! The currents of fate will not take us so easily. I will say, I thought Thor Ragnarok was funny.
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit, Libs?
Well, I'm basing it more off For Love and Thunder, because unlike Ragnarok, he actually co-wrote that movie.
I thought he also had a writing thing on Ragnarok. Okay, never mind then.
No, he was just a director.
Okay, then that explains it then. Alright.
Right.
Only one left.
I mean, I did like Jojo Rabbit, but it's like...
Interesting.
It just feels like two completely different people who just happened to be called Taika Waititi wrote that and then wrote Love and Thunder.
Like I said, with the one for you, one for me. I get it. There are countless directors who just left onto a project and they probably don't even care, like Guy Ritchie with Aladdin.
That was weird. Oh, is Guy Ritchie involved in the sequel to Aladdin, or prequel, whatever it is, the Genies thing?
I don't know.
I know that John Favreau is involved with the Mufasa movie.
Okay, I'll give credit to the Mufasa movie for it seems they listened to some critiques because the animals actually emote based off of those previews. Although, that being said, Pedro, we may be going 2 for 2 on the Scar may have been the good guy all along thing between us and Lion because according to the preview of Mufasa, it seems that...
These days not allowed to make traditional villains almost entirely anymore.
No, but get this, apparently Scar was originally meant to be the king. Like, apparently Mufasa was only adopted into the royal family, so granted, I'm guessing the movie is probably going to explain, but it's like, Jesus Christ, did Scar actually have a
is there someone at...
That'd be one great explanation.
Is there someone at... Okay, after Lion Guard and now this, is there someone at Disney who hates Mufasa with all their strength and they're trying to somehow, you know, like...
Oh, okay, it does actually have, the fingerprints of someone who grew up with the property and interpreted it that way.
I don't like I don't like the first Lion King movie, and even I wouldn't do that. That's just spiteful.
Again, now...
Okay, that's not the moment.
Yo! Another news flash, players!
Flash yourself.
The Wicked Twisters just claimed another piece of turf. Which should be the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means bye-bye, Deep River Society! Time to make like a tree and leave!
Oh my god.
He didn't even give them the glory of a river
That doesn't even make any sense.
I love it.
Trees have nothing to do with rivers.
Well, that's the joke, Glibs. He didn't even give them the benefit of a river pun.
Whoa, doesn't that mean we're in first place? Well, let's see.
Uh-oh, that giggling laughter notification suggests otherwise. What's up, players? It's your boy with another news flash.
Okay, not only all this, but I have to start to agree that the pacing of the way he goes on and off is still weird.
Why does Ripperoo keep texting us?
I know, right? The Wicked Twisters claim every last bit of the booyah.
Well, Square Enix did release Crash 4 in Japan, so...
Not half bad for a team of newbies.
But...
All in a week's work.
Oh, Fred, you are absolutely setting yourself up for it. But we're not done just yet. Oh no, it's time for the grand finale.
The grand what now?
Finale.
All ass to Utagawa ASAP.
Fred, you need to take those things out of your ears. They're blocking your hearing.
I promise you won't be disappointed. Oh my god, we're gonna get to meet Shigeru Miyamoto.
He never mentioned the finale.
I'm more surprised that he didn't say something like, oh, you'll get exactly what you deserve,
Nope. But it sounds like this is the part that matters.
I'm giving you your reward. Your eternal reward.
I tremble to imagine what lies wait for us.
I guess.
Oh, how bad could it be?
Is this secretly... Oh, the teams who finished in the top 2 do a one-off playoff final round.
Who knows? Or
the team that finished... Well, it turns out it's actually opposite day. By finishing first, you lost.
Gotcha back. So that's the pain we got. First, your spear at the target, keep attacking and knock the enemy back. Chance of confusing the enemy. Cool.
You know, Dwibs, you joke, but that sounds like something a Mario Party game would do.
Yeah, it's like on the it's a space that decides at random what your fate is, and it lands on. That's about a Bowser space would do. Actually, I think no, a Bowser space did do that. And like the one of the in the Wii U one, I like Bowser game.
I like
you
what
have to finish last to win.
I like what this guy says when I leave his shop. Check this out.
Yeah, the hippie guy, we've been to him before.
Yeah, but I don't think I pointed out what he says when we leave.
Alright, let's hear it soon.
Hold on. First, I'm gonna sell my money pins. What's the hairy eyeball for? Is there something on my face? Yeah. And he said, "Fight the power."
Bro, fight the power.
All right.
But yeah, Jova, honestly, again, that's my summation of what, as much as cruel as it might be, I get the idea there's basically a lot of people in the industry, the media industry right now, in every single of these facets, who grew up with some properties as a clear interpretation of how they are and wants to replicate it in their product regardless of what people think about it.
So what you're saying is that Mufasa now has his own personal Joe Quesada.
I guess. I guess it's just inevitable when a property tends to go on for long enough with a huge generational gap.
Although I want to be fair, the movie is literally named after Mufasa, so that would be a trip to actually paint Mufasa in a negative light in his own movie, so maybe the movie has something else going, like maybe Scar will get corrupted or something. Or, God forbid, they pull a pan and the movie ends before we see Scar turn to dark.
No, the twist is Pete shows up and he talks about how Scar became a Heartless and we have to fight Heartless Scar. There you go. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, that could be epic, which is part of why I doubt it might happen, but sure, why not?
Isn't 4 gonna be set in not the real world? We swear.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, that a more real world setting. That's like the one reason. That's like the only reason I'm sad that that's the only reason to be a bit sad that Square don't own Hitman anymore, because that would have been such a good fit.
Oh god,
I get the idea.
Well, go on.
I get the idea lives at least for a very long time, you know, we're not considering representation from M-rated stuff in general.
Imagine Kingdom Hearts crosses over with Life is Strange and learns from Max about how Final Fantasy: The Strangers Within.
Not even close.
The Spirits Within is the greatest movie ever. That movie's so unmemorable, I forgot its name.
Well, I mean, to be fair, strangers is the right word. I know the characters just as much as I do a stranger.
All right.
Non-violent enemy, Drova.
How about this? Like when it comes to what? Go on.
Sorry, go on. No, go on.
How about this? Maybe we could actually have Sora and Donald and Goofy go into another one. Okay, maybe not like maybe necessarily going to a world like, but okay, we've had Sora meet the 12 characters in Kingdom Hearts 3D. We could
Just Cause maybe.
I doubt it. Maybe we could
Inside Out world.
Well, after Inside Out 2, I get and considering how successful it is, I get the feeling an Inside Out world in 4 is probably a given.
Whimsy speaking, specifically Square Enix properties that we acquired from Eidos.
That they still own, by the way.
Sure.
Go on,
that's the weird thing, Waves. Even so, some properties, some stuff that is getting, done now, like the Gags trilogy, and supposedly stuff that is leaked, like Legacy of Kain, they seem to be still labeled with them.
Dang, this whole place is covered in graffiti. You might remember. Go ahead, Dubs.
Says here it was done by someone named Cat.
Oh my god, Rinder, this is... Oh my god, Rinder, this is your conscience speaking. You should absolutely love anything made by Cat.
Go ahead, Jova, because you're his burped.
Indeed, any artist who's enjoyed citywide fame... Indeed, an artist who's enjoyed citywide fame several years ago...
He then admitted to plagiarizing people's work and left the country in disgrace.
Damn.
By going to heaven, because he revealed he was an angel.
It's an injury.
On behalf of God. Sure, why not?
So, yeah, like we saw in the first game, yes, the Gal is where the mural with Mr. H's art is. So...
Okay, I know it's not gonna happen because it's also not the end of a week, but...
never heard of them. This article makes it sound like they're on hiatus.
Ooh,
it would have been...
This is your conscience speaking. How could you be so uncultured?
But it's the truth.
No! Cat will forever live on for all of us.
Jova.
Which would explain why I've heard little of their activities as of late.
But it would be hilarious if Rindo actually steps into the graffiti mural, giving a look and someone kills him with a gun.
Yeah, just like old
just to
times.
complete the parallel.
And then, just to make the twist bigger, that person with a gun is Neku, showing that the cycle of violence continues.
No, that's the twist. It was actually Fred instead.
Because Fred was Joshua!
Go ahead, Liz.
Well, it sounds like someone else is trying to make their mark in Cat's stead. Literally.
Fiends.
So yeah, and in fact, you can actually come here to the gala and physically look at the graffiti that you're putting on in the achievement/trophies menu.
Nice.
I'll show it off later. In the next part, in fact. Alright, Pedro, press X, please. Thank you. Okay. We have Tokyo Yakitori here, and we have Udagawa Parfait. Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Udagawa Parfait.
Alright.
Please come again
This
soon.
music sounds like it's a Bee Gees track.
Alright, Teo, you asked for it, so here's another music shop, and this one specializes in Neo mixes. So we have the Neo mix of the Japanese version of Awa Manjari. There you go. The Neo mix of Someday. There we go. Alright, let's listen to a bit. There we go. This one's a classic. The tried and true hard rock tune really gets you pumped up.
The traditional battle theme.
Alright, let's buy it. I think so. No, okay, I actually forgot what was my thought process at this point. Okay, let's buy it. There you go. The Neo mix of 3 minutes clapping. There you go. A funky beat and cheering crowds make this jam the perfect pick-me-up when you need some encouragement before ripping through noise. The one where you hear clapping. There you go. And now we have the Neo mix of March On. Hot and cold vocals over dystopian shouts set this pop bop apart from the crowd.
Ooh, is that a choir shout I heard?
Alright, moving on. Then we have the Neo mix of Make or Break. You'll be singing along with this synth and drum number in no time. It's just too catchy to resist.
You know, given what happens in Mario Wonder, I could totally see Bowser jamming out to these tracks.
The Neo mix of Jump
Also,
Over.
it's fun to sing along to twirly songs.
It is. Neo mix, Jump Over Yourself. The unforgettable intro gives way to feelings of restraint and uncertainty, but never fear. The answers are waiting for you to look back at them. And now, the best one, the Neo mix of Transformation. When there's no telling what will unfold, a dramatic orchestral arrangement gives you the courage to roll the dice.
Hey, Rindu, for some reason, shows jamming out in the background to this tune for some reason.
Yeah. This song is so awesome that even Shiroi has surrendered to its awesomeness.
No, here's the thing. Annoying characters usually come with the best theme songs. That is just a fact.
True. She's got a point. Ace Attorney is a good indicator for that.
Also, you guys are Sonic fan. I guess you count Infinite in with that.
Oh no,
Infinite.
Oh no, Infinite Sim is fantastic. I mean, everybody knows that.
No, I was going the whole way because I know that the fandom usually don't have an appreciation for him.
Well, Tio, if it's any consolation, nowadays we have Sage and Nidus, essentially the better Infinites.
But I wanted them and Infinite.
The thing is,
Well, if you headcanon that Infinite turned himself into an anime girl.
No, I don't like that. You leave Sage out of this.
well, Teo, but you can't look up Sonic Forces Overclock. It's a fan mod that creates an epilogue for the Sonic Forces story, and that epilogue alone made off does Infinite way better than the main game does. I'll tell you that much.
He might be coming back in the upcoming Generations re-release, given
Yeah, just
how...
to mention, audience, we're recording this before the game comes out, so we know nothing.
Well, basically, at the time of this recording, what we do know is that, yeah, Forces and Frontiers are fair game now. To show up.
Really looking forward to that game.
Which is
All right, so now that we have the record for it, for the next remaining parts, let's have Transformation Neo Mix be our main menu theme.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's still so it's still so criminal that in both show fights from the first 12 in the anime they don't play transformation one single time. That is so criminal in so many ways that I can't describe.
We were talking about how Square seemed to be disrespecting this franchise. What the hell were they smoking when they made that anime adaptation?
Well,
I mean,
Square
look,
didn't make it, to be fair.
Well, they didn't make it.
but they could have, have stepped in and said, yeah, where's the rest of it?
They gave the studio who made it 12 episodes to make it, basically, and that's the problem. Trying to shove the entire plot of the first game in 12 half-hour episodes is ridiculous. That in itself is a bad idea. It's just, no matter how good of a writer and director you are, that's just an impossible task to get done in a way that's satisfactory for the fans of the game.
The best way to describe the anime is that it feels frantic.
Yes, too?
Well, okay, again, I only just watched it recently and anything, but honestly, I do wonder if possibly the better solution would have been doing like what the Nier Automata anime has done and make it an alternate continuity anyway.
Or that also is a possibility, don't get me wrong, but here's the other idea. You could give this bloody thing 3 seasons, 1 per week. I know that you guys don't actually want to bother with 12 any more than you have to, because you're Square Enix, but damn. Anyway.
I'm curious, in regards to that Nier Automata example, was it like the end pretty much has something completely different from the game that establishes...
Well, it's not, first of all, it's not over yet by the time we're recording this. Basically, the episode 1 is a straight adaptation of the very first mission, the one we've seen in the demo, but after that, it basically, operates with its own rule by having still the events of the game, just by told in a different manner, having a bunch of new characters, interact with, 2B and 9S. The idea behind is that, again, it's complicated, but to make a very long story short, ever since the first Nier, arguably, Yoko Taro has been basically said was one of the first that pioneered the more mainstream version of the multiverse, and the idea that, anything adaptation is basically a different AU, including the stage play. So the anime abides by these laws too.
I see.
Alright
then. So what's gonna be the surprise in the next part?
In the next part, we finished the Scramble Slam, and I'm sure nothing wrong will happen. This is going to be a smooth finale, and nothing wrong is going to happen. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
See ya.
That's